.com. We're here with head coach Dana Ford. Coach Ford, your team just fell to Southern Illinois, 84-67. What are your general thoughts on tonight's game?
A lot of credit to Southern Illinois. They did a great job. Anthony Beans, obviously a tremendous player, gave us a lot of trouble. I'm very familiar with that program growing up 45 minutes from there, and Coach Barry Henson and his staff are doing a great job.
Now, Coach, do you feel like that your guys on defensive end was kind of stuck on their heads because they weren't making them shots in the first half, and that coupled with Bean going off and then some shots that kind of just got down on themselves before halftime?
I'm not sure if that's it. We've got a team that just doesn't understand the amount of urgency and respect that you have to play with on defense. Okay, it's got to be a little bit more purpose-driven on the defensive end. You just don't play defense. There's a reason why you do certain things that you do. And we're not there yet, okay? And it's a work in progress. And you got to give credit to Bean. I mean, he made a lot of shots. The first shot he made was pretty good D. But some of the other things we tried to do to slow him down are not what we're going to normally do. But, again, you got to give credit to those guys.
It seemed like you guys did a little different defense with a little bit of a trap here, a little lag here, or a late rotation. So it seemed like the guys got a little lost for rotation. So halftime, you go in there, you talk to them, they come out real good. So what do you feel like they improved on with the rotation in the second half against being holding to pretty much 7-point second half?
Yeah, and he didn't play a lot of minutes in the second half either, I don't think. But we did one minor tweak. When he caught the ball, we just ran and double-teamed him. But in the first half, we just didn't have the attention to detail that we needed in order to get stops. Second half, all we did was say, hey, when he gets the ball, go double-team him this half. And so he did what a good player does. He passed it, and some other guys made some shots.
Talk about the team is coming out with that passion, fighting hard, even though it was down by a lot, made a few runs there to get over the hump. So how do you feel about those guys fighting tonight, even though they didn't win their best night?
I appreciate some of the efforts, in particular Xavier Richards. I thought he had a great effort. I thought Jay Harris had a great effort. I thought Charles Tucker in the second half had a good effort. Zach Lee had a good effort. And then there's some other guys that didn't have effort all night long. And as a coach, that's something that you got to try to fix.
You guys also got feeling real good there. Coach, not question I have for you. About 7 minutes ago in the second half to that time after you went on a little mini run, it seemed like it took the momentum out the sails a little bit when they got that foul. Do you feel like that timeout kind of set you guys back was because they were tired, because you were shorthanded, was that you want to talk to them a little bit about the run they just made? Yeah,
well, I mean, we had gotten a couple stops, but my guys were dog tired.
Okay.
If you can't, I mean, we weren't making any subs. Yeah. Okay, we were really tired, and I just thought it was a good time to get them a break. We went on a little run. We got a steal and a layup, but I'm sure that it was like maybe 5-2 or something like that. We just got to get better for 40 minutes as opposed to playing in spurts, okay? And the way they played in a couple spurts in the second half is how you're supposed to play the entire game.
Did you say anything special to the guys at halftime? So I noticed when they came back out, they were diving on the floor and they were jumping for rebounds. It seemed like they had extra pep in their step.
I got a very inexperienced team. And they come out what I call shell-shocked, okay? They come out with their wide eyes and they're not playing basketball. And at halftime, I just encourage them to play basketball, a game you've been playing your whole life, okay? And as a young group, it's going to be a year-long battle in terms of them being exposed to new things. Tonight was a new thing. This is the first time they played a Division I team. This is the first time they played a all-league level type of player. It's the first time they've been down 14-0. And so, normally you get a experienced team where they can kind of find their way out. And for us, we just have to wait till halftime. And then coach has to come in and say this, that, and the other, and hopefully get them to change a little bit. But, we just got to get better. We got to get healthy and we got to get better.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.